Okay, so before we get into this Pouya interview, I just got to shout out our weed sponsor for this episode. Shout out to Crown Extracts. You can follow them on Instagram at Crown Extracts. They make some of the best wax that you've ever encountered in your life. And the owner, Mike, also has 2 other brands within the medical marijuana industry. He also runs the Nexus Social Lounge, which is only a couple blocks away from the On Some Shit store where we film these podcasts. It's a really dope venue. We've done shows there before with Xavier Wolf and Chief Keef over the past few months. It's a fully decked out arcade that you can rent out if you were interested in doing some kind of event there, or if you're just interested in going to some of the events that they do. Follow at Nexus Social Lounge, and his other brand is Honey Supply Glass on the gram. HoneySupplyGlass.com is the website. It's a really high quality glass manufacturer, and you should definitely check them out on Instagram if you're in the market for anything like that. So here we go. This is the Pouya interview.
Hey.
No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and today we are joined by Pouya. I have Roseman on my left. Across from him, we have Germ and Shakewell. Pouya wearing the same shirt as the last time we did this interview, and that we just analyzed is about 10 months ago.
The money hasn't changed him.
The money hasn't changed him. You still got the gray-ass, faded Outcast shirt.
This is my favorite shirt, vintage Outcast.
Probably my favorite shirt that I've ever seen you wear as well. That's a great shirt.
I wear it all the time.
What's changed in the last 10 months?
Well, the biggest thing is I have a girlfriend now.
Yeah, you were. She was not your girlfriend last time. How'd that play out?
It was pretty well. I said a lot of explicit things, but she's loyal and I'm loyal, so it's all good. It all worked out.
I think you said something along the lines of, any girl that fucks me is a fucking whore. And I thought that was an interesting thing to say around her, even if you weren't dating.
Well, you know me, I gotta be honest at all times, and it all played out well.
Is it weird for you to be in the married life and not?
No, it's excellent, man. I love it so much.
Really?
I love it. Yeah, it's
so
great.
So you don't miss like peeing on girls and eating their poop and whatever you were doing before?
I don't miss it. I had that time in my life, I went through that stage, and I let it all out. And when I let it out, I really let it out.
You really did.
And this is a new chapter in my life, and it's just like a book, bro. It got different chapters.
It's a beautiful thing.
I think what he was saying in the last interview was like, girls who fuck rappers just to fuck rappers are whores.
Right.
Exactly. I agree.
But let's be perfectly clear. We're not shaming whores. We love whores.
Yeah, we're pro whore.
Yeah, let's yeah.
Germ loves whores, Shakewell.
Yeah, I do not shame whores. I'm not misogynistic like some people like to think.
Yeah, but they call you that a lot.
They do because of some interview I did. But
with me?
No. That one and some Vice thing I did, but it was, basically they came to the studio and they're like, okay, well, we want to come to your studio session and see what you guys do, but we want to make it more interesting. So Krez is like, okay, well, we'll call some porn stars over. So I ended up getting into a verbal altercation with one of the porn stars, and I ended up calling her name, and it just...
What, just like bitch or something?
Something like that, and it just played out wrong, and... it just came out really bad, and then...
Get in there, Mark.
I mean, they aired that out. You feel me?
Yeah. I didn't see it, but what, they made you look like a real animal or something?
I mean, it's just some bullshit. I just had an altercation with this girl, but I knew they were filming, but I didn't want that to be on the film. We filmed like 4 hours of me. I was telling Vice how much I influence kids, and like I make kids not kill themselves, and they decided to air whatever made me look bad,
Right.
Because that's what they do. Vice purposely makes you look bad, even though it was bad, and I apologize for it. It sucks, but that's what they do. They didn't put nothing. They didn't put none of the clips that I wanted to be on there.
Right.
And then they did a voiceover and didn't tell me about it and totally bashed me. But fuck them, because I'm suing them anyways. But that's like,
for that, really?
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm suing them because it was just like defamation of character. You feel me?
Wow. I'm glad I didn't see it.
Well, fuck them,
Sounds mean.
That's why we don't edit it, no jumper. This is just it.
Yeah, this is raw, pretty much. Unless you get it deleted off YouTube, like certain punks out there. But that's a completely unrelated topic. A lot has changed. The album is out.
The album's out, Underground Underdog.
Love it. Listened to it a million times. Getter killed it. You killed it. Let's talk about this process of putting that out. Like, at what point did you decide that you needed to do an album? What was the role that you wanted it to play in your career?
Well, I've done so many mixtapes, and I've put out free music for 4 years, so I just decided, like, it's time for me to put a solid project together, an album, and just kind of sell it and see if people want to buy it. And like I said in the first, I talked about it in the first No Jumper. I said I was gonna put it out for free, and I did.
Right.
It's all over SoundCloud and YouTube and illegal downloads everywhere. You know, you can get that shit. You don't have to pay for it.
Right.
But my fans chose to pay for it, and they racked me out, so I appreciate them.
It's pretty crazy to think in the last 10 months how much the whole Buffett Boys movement has come. Like, you guys, you were definitely popping and everything last time we did this, but in 10 months, I mean, it's definitely gone to a different level, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's gone up, man. It keeps, like, it rapidly goes up, and it just hasn't stopped. It keeps climbing and climbing. Like, the fans, I'm getting more fans, getting more money, getting more shows, getting more everything.
Right.
Last time you were here, you said you do a feature for $1,000 in a Big Mac.
Yeah, it's like $10K now.
Really? Like, it's
Because 2 Big Macs.
I have a manager right now, but he's not really a manager. He's just my boy, you know. But he is a manager. He's my
Right.
manager. His name's Steven.
But when it comes to booking a show, they talk to him, not you now, right?
Yeah, they talk to him because I can't handle it. You know,
Right.
I can't handle. I already got anxiety, bro. We talked about that on the first
Right.
interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't handle 150 emails a day.
Right.
But
And
he,
it's like
but
that.
he can. Yeah, it's like, it's ridiculous. Like, do this show, do this, you know. I can't handle all that. So I got a manager, but he's my boy, so it all works out.
Right.
Everything. I'm still independent. It's great.
That's dope too, though, because you don't want to be the dude saying like, "Nah, I need a couple extra $1,000," because
Yeah.
you don't want the promoter to feel like you're a fucking
That's
asshole.
the
Let
thing,
somebody be
yeah.
an asshole for you, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's his job. That's what he specifically told me. He's like, my job is to be the douchebag, you know? Like,
Right.
Because if someone asks me for a verse, I feel bad telling him like, yo, it's $10,000, you know?
Right.
But he don't feel bad because he gets his cut, you know? That's how it works.
What's the line separating you from like mainstream? Like, you still feel like an independent artist, underground artist, right?
Yeah.
What's the line? Because you have all the signs, like in terms of SoundCloud plays, in terms of followers, in terms of playing all these shows, getting these people to come. What's it going to take to make you feel like you've crossed over from an underground artist?
Honestly, I just feel like the word underground to me means something different. It just means like doing what I want without anybody telling me what to do, which is what we do. With me, Germ, Shake, everybody, Suicide Boys, everybody, we all do that. Fat Nick, like. Nobody tells us, like, yo, you can't do this, you can't say that. That's why we make a lot of mistakes. You know, I say a lot of fucked up things that I probably shouldn't say, but at the end of the day, it's what's in our mind, and I don't know, it's just what came out. That's what being underground's about, just being you. Because, like, the mainstream or whatever you call it, you know, they can't really do what they want. They got, like, publicists and PRs and
Right.
all types of people in their ear telling them shit.
But do you feel like, do you still have labels like kind of chasing after you and being like, we want to mold you, we want to turn you into something else?
Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of labels still at my neck, and, you know, it's all good. That's always going to happen. That's great because, yeah, that's good, you know. Let them hit us up. It's not that I'm not against anybody's come up at all. Like, everybody just got different ways of doing it.
Right. But that's the weird thing though, is that I'm sure that financially you're straight, you're chilling. It's like you could make more, sure, but you probably have enough at this point that it feels like you're rich. It feels like you're chilling. So it's like, do you really even have, like, when the labels present you with a deal or an idea? And actually, Roseman knows a lot about this because he's all wrapped up in the major label world a little bit. But do you feel like there's anything that they're bringing to the table that you're really interested in? Like,
Well, I mean, not really, bro. If they want to give me like $40 million, then yeah. You know,
Right.
I'm going to go duck off and go to Australia and make an album for
Right.
$40 million. But if it's nothing like that, then it's just pointless. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, all they do is radio. That's
Right.
it. And
Yeah.
you can still probably get that independently.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not that type of person, you know? I'm not that type of person that's like, you know, I'll say fuck mainstream and this and that, but honestly, I'm not hating on anybody doing their thing because everybody got their own money.
Yeah.
There's money for everybody. And I'm making money doing what I'm doing this way,
right.
my way.
And but that's the interesting part though, is like the labels, like, what are they going to do besides try to change you? All they're going to start doing is saying, no, you can't wear that, you can't say this, you
Well,
got to make a song that sounds like this, right?
Exactly, and they're gonna get creative control, which is like pretty much they're gonna tell you what to do, and they're gonna give you the beats that you don't even want to rap on, but you got no choice because you just signed with the devil.
Right.
And then it's like once you sign something, that's you, and you're no longer you no more because you got to do what the fuck they say.
Right.
Like, I don't sign nothing. I don't sign like, I have a manager. We don't sign papers. It's just like verbal agreements. We help each other out, and it's been great. Like, my life has changed a lot for the better.
Right.
Yeah, everything's more organized.
But you still got this anxiety. What's that like? You got to take a shit every time before you do anything. When I'm hanging out with you.
I'm anxious right now. Like it's hard to tell. Like on the outside, I'm good, but on the inside, I'm very anxious at times. You know,
Right.
I'm always on. This is only my 4th interview ever.
Right.
I don't know. I was diagnosed with panic disorder.
Really?
I got like a therapist and everything. Shit trash.
Going to the therapist. You don't like it?
Shit trash.
Why?
Cause I'm just listening to the bitch and I'm like, bruh.
You don't understand me, or
Aren't
what?
you supposed to talk though the whole time to the person?
It's like, okay, I got a psychiatrist, you know, to help me with my anxiety because I do got severe anxiety, and I always talk about my anxiety because I want to help kids with anxiety because a lot of kids are scared to talk about it.
Right.
Feel me? Because they feel embarrassed or they feel some type of way. Because I was like that too. I didn't want to tell nobody. I just kind of like isolated myself from society and just stayed in my grandma's house because I was living with my grandma in Miami. So I just stayed there. I never left.
But now you're out there in the world. You're living in Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm still dealing with it, you know? I'm
Right.
dealing with it, but I'm just like doing my thing. I'm just doing it because I don't got a choice because I got to eat.
Right.
And I got family to feed.
But so the therapist and shit, you haven't noticed any actual help with
So
that?
it's just like, I mean, I've only had like 5 classes, but it's just like before I go to the class, I'm anxious as fuck. And then when I leave the class, I'm anxious as fuck. So
Is it a
I'm
class
like,
or is it a one-on-one?
It's a one-on-one.
Right.
It's not. It's like
but
feels like a
during
class?
during you're good.
during I'm all right. I'm just listening to her. We're like chatting back and forth about like she's trying to give me ways to like cope with it and maybe like some medication that I could be taking because I'm not on medication right now. I was on Lexapro, but I stopped taking Lexapro because it was kind of.
That's like an antidepressant?
It's an antidepressant.
And how was that? You didn't like it?
It was kind of trash because I felt happy, and not as anxious, but I felt like a zombie,
Right.
and I kind of felt nothing. So it was kind of numb to everything. Like
It's a lot like what all your friends feel like all the time, all fucked up off Xans and shit. Certain people in this room.
I walked into,
germ shake.
I walked into the van in Miami, and I found the canister full of pills, and I was like, oh shit. And I looked, and it was your Lexapro, and I was like, oh, I can't even do anything with this.
You got to take it every day
Yeah,
for a couple
yeah.
months. Yeah.
Bro, I swear I got excited. I was like, oh shit.
You see, that's a real drug addict. He got excited with some random
Because I
pill
was sober in
bottle.
Miami for like a few weeks, and I thought they were Xans, so I was like, oh, it's lit.
Yeah.
It would have been lit. You would have probably still be
Lexapro
sleeping right now.
sucked, bro.
Yeah,
Lexapro
it sucked.
sucked. Yeah.
But so what? Now they're trying to put you on like anti-anxiety drugs?
Well, okay, because I've had anxiety for years, bro. I've had anxiety for so many years, and all my close friends know. Everybody really knows, and I never took no medicine for it. I just kind of dealt with it, and then I started Lexapro for like about 3 months, and then actually, you remember I went off of it while I was on tour. Yeah, so I stopped it off tours, and I ended up getting withdrawals.
Oh yeah.
And I never thought I was gonna
You
get
just stopped and
withdrawals.
taper off?
No, I just stopped completely, and
Yeah,
I never
that's
thought
bad.
I was gonna get withdrawals off of like some anxiety medicine, some antidepressant, and I ended up having terrible withdrawals. Like my time was like delayed. It was trash, bro.
You had like benzo withdrawals almost.
I had
It
like
looked
benzo
it seemed
withdrawals,
like-
and I don't do drugs, bro. I was just taking drugs because I was prescribed the drugs. I wasn't taking them recreationally like all my boys.
Right.
Like you can't take Lexapro to get fucked up.
No, it's not like that. Yeah, yeah.
I'm taking Lexapro because I'm sad as shit and I got anxiety. You feel me?
Take like 5 more, feel some type of way.
I mean, if you'll feel,
take 5
you'll feel
more.
like shit, but you're not gonna feel turned up, like ready to go to the fucking club or some shit. You're gonna be like, yo, I want to die.
Dr. Germ.
Dr.
it's
Germ
gonna-
over
it's
here.
gonna
Yeah.
suck.
Problematic motherfucker.
What would you do when you're dealing with anxiety and you're not on drugs? What would actually help? Was it like just making music or exercise, or like is there something you would do to like lessen it?
You see, that's why I have this anxiety psychiatrist, because I don't fucking know what to do. Because when I'm anxious, and I'm trying to learn ways to. There's all different types of things that it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
But the basics, you know, breathe. Like you gotta breathe. You gotta relax. You know. But it's easier said than done. If you tell an anxious person when they're having like an anxiety attack or a panic attack, you tell them to calm down.
It's because you don't understand how they feel.
Yeah,
at that
you don't
moment,
understand.
yeah.
You can't tell it. It's just an anxious person knows what to do to calm themselves down, but they really can't do it sometimes.
Right.
That's where the medicine comes in, because it's chemical imbalances in your head.
Right.
You might have too much of this one chemical in your brain, and it's fucking up your whole chemical balance, and they call it a chemical imbalance. So that medicine is supposed to fix those balances.
Right.
Yeah.
When are you the happiest?
Damn, that's a great question. Probably in the studio.
That's like so it's
In
the
the
studio.
studio.
More than it is performing it.
Yeah, in the studio, on stage is cool.
Right.
With my girl watching TV, that's cool. Like when I'm at my house, just laying in bed with my girl, my dog.
Away from
Everything's
everything.
cool.
Yeah.
Everything's straight.
That's what's up.
I'm just watching like TV. Everything is straight.
What
There's
do you
no
watch on
problems in the
TV?
world. I just finished Breaking Bad. I know I'm a
Oh,
little
it's
late.
so good though,
Yeah.
right? Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm a little late. I just finished it. What am I watching right now? Fuck, what am I watching right now? I'm about to start Sons of Anarchy because I'm late to all these shows because I never had no Netflix, bro. I never had no fucking TV.
Yeah.
But now I got TV, so I just finished Breaking Bad. I'm gonna start watching Sons of Anarchy.
You gotta
Oh,
watch,
Dexter.
Sons of Anarchy
Dexter,
and
yeah.
Dexter are lit.
Better Call Saul is
Yeah,
amazing.
I started Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit fine.
Dope.
He be murking niggas.
Yeah, I started Better Call Saul too.
He off and
He be murking. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of. BoJack Horseman. I watched that whole thing.
That
Oh, the little
show's good.
cartoon thing. Yeah,
That is
I want to see
one
that.
of the funniest shows I've ever seen in my whole life. What about you? You got a TV recommendation real quick?
What am I watching right now? Oh, I mean, I'm deep into like Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's a whole project right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you notice that he jacked his swag and he shaved his head. He usually had long hair, and now he's
Oh,
got short
yeah,
hair.
he did have the long
Your
hair.
influence.
Yeah, man.
What
I
made you
got-
make that decision? A lot of
Okay.
people are really upset.
Yeah, whoever's upset can fuck off. Cause honestly, that shit is like. I just want to say. I mean, are you a fan of me, my hair, or my music? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I went blind tomorrow, like my music is still flame.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. Yeah.
If I lost 2 eyes, I'm still flame.
What made you want to cut the hair though? Just sick of
I had
having
a,
it?
I had a dread. I had a dread in the back of my head. It was collecting shampoo and conditioner. I couldn't get to it. It was huge as fuck. You know,
How'd you get it?
and I'm Spanish. I don't
Just for
grow
fun?
dreads. No, I just didn't brush my hair for so long that it just grew this crazy knot.
Whoa.
So yeah, that's it. And I just cut it one day. Actually, I was at my house and I was like pissed as fuck. I was with my girl actually, and it was like 3 in the morning. I was like, "Yo, babe, I'm cutting this shit right now."
And what'd
So-
she say? Because she
that's why
probably
she's-
liked you the way you were, right?
Yeah, of course. You know, she did the whole girlfriend thing, like, no, you're fine, yeah, this and that. But I was like, nah, I want to cut it. She's like, well, if you want to cut it, I support you. So I went to the kitchen, I grabbed these scissors. Bro, I cut that shit, but then I looked in the mirror and I looked like fucking,
Side of it.
bro, it looked so trash.
That spider web.
I couldn't cut it, though.
Nobody can cut their own hair. Just
No,
put it
I
in the
couldn't
mirror.
cut the dread. The dread was so strong, I couldn't cut it. The scissors weren't strong enough.
Whoa.
And there were those kitchen scissors, you know, those kitchen scissors that, like, you use to cut, like, celery and shit.
Oh, like
You know?
chicken and shit. So there's like strong.
Yeah, like you cut like chicken and celery
Wow.
and veggie sticks.
Those are pretty strong.
Cut
They're
everything.
kinda burly.
Yeah, it couldn't handle my dread.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Powerful
But
dread.
I cut a little bit off, and then I looked in the mirror. I looked like fucking the Wendy's girl. I looked terrible. And I was at my grandma's house actually with my girl because we were visiting, and my hair's all over the floor, and it's like 3 in the morning. My grandparents are sleeping, and like I'm visiting. This is my first night there, and I'm trying to clean the hair off the floor, and it was just bad, bro. So when I woke up in the morning, I looked like so much shit. I just went to the barber shop across the street and cut it all off.
Got a chainsaw out.
Yeah.
Are you
cut it all
working
off.
back towards long hair right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna have the same hair in a year, and I'm not gonna have the dread this time, or I might. This is the second time I had a dread, and I had to
No,
do
it's
this.
gonna happen again.
Yeah, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. Yeah, I said the same. This happens every time. It takes me like 6 to 8 months. I'll grow my hair back long.
I'm kind of impressed by how much facial hair you have.
I know I'm a man now, bro.
I didn't know you had that much testosterone.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Looks great.
Yeah.
I assume all these things must go through Coco for review before you do them, right?
Not really,
Any
man.
beautification?
You see, that's the thing about love, bro.
I want to know.
Yeah.
But she's popping. How do you feel about the fact that everybody cares about what she's doing on Twitter all of a sudden?
I don't care, man.
It's not weird for you to have people oogling your girlfriend on Twitter?
Nah, man. It's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen on the street. It's gonna happen on the internet.
Well, you guys fell in love here too, so it's very epic.
You can't. Those things are inevitable. She's a pretty girl. People are gonna look at her, and at the end of the day, she's loyal to me,
Yeah,
and I'm loyal to her. That's it. That's all that matters.
that's dope.
And I'm just trying to get rich, bro. None of that shit, you know.
You really focused on the money situation or what?
Now I'm focused on the money because it's about that time.
Right.
Because I got people to feed.
Right.
Yeah,
Who?
last interview you were like, I don't even know about my Spotify checks and shit, but like,
Yeah, everything
now
is
you
changed.
got the manager and
Everything.
shit,
I
so
got
it's
the
a lot more
manager. I got my
organized.
Spotify, my album sales.
because it's like
everything's going
If
good.
you're not getting that money, they're holding it. It's like that's your money, you know.
Exactly. So, you know, I feel like before I was lazy. Now I put my foot down and I'm like, okay, you know, there's money that should be
Right.
mine
If
right
somebody's gonna get it, it might
now.
as well be me.
Yeah, if somebody's gonna get it, then let me see what's going on. Let me get my money.
Right.
So yeah, I'm getting money. Yeah.
You guys
Of
kill
course.
it. You guys kill it on the merch too. I noticed you got this.
Merch is cool.
Underdog
Merch
hat.
is great. Yeah, I got this shit. You know, I only put out like 50 at a time, and they sell out like in 5 minutes.
Right.
I put them like probably next week. I'll put 50 more out. But then I got shirts on undergroundunderdog.com that are always there. You just click merch, it's all there. And I'm about to go on tour with Shake, Germ, and Ramirez. Wait.
What do we need to know?
Will the flyer be out by the time this shit drops?
This will probably be out
don't know.
like next Wednesday.
Okay, yeah. Because we're going to drop it in a few days.
Okay,
Because right now,
Yeah, what tour?
in this interview, nobody knows that Shake, Germ, and Ramirez are on tour. But we're gonna release it soon, so by the time there's no jumpers out, everybody
Nice.
knows.
Well, so, okay, tell me something about Shakewell. Like, you know,
Okay,
A lot of
Shakewell,
people
man.
talk about him. To me specifically,
I
You gotta
specifically
check this
wanted
guy
to bring
out.
Shakewell because Shakewell is new to the game. You feel me? He's been rapping for a while, but he's new on my radar, on Germ's radar, on everybody's radar. And he's on my album, obviously he's on Scrubs, and he's just a really great artist, bro. And I really want people to check him out.
How'd you guys become friends?
I met y'all in Santa Barbara.
Shakewell is the
Chris.
nicest man you will ever meet.
He's nice like that.
The
Okay.
nicest guy I've ever met. You feel me?
Interesting adjective
If I
for a
was
rapper,
gay,
yeah.
if I was gay, they'd be my man. You feel
Really?
me? Yeah, I love him. He's a good guy.
You're like a bigger guy.
He's a good guy. Yeah. I'm a chubby chaser. You feel
Okay.
me?
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Germ's over there like, damn. discriminating
Shakewell's
against
a
me.
good guy, bro. Shakewell's a good guy, and at the end of the day, besides all that shit, even if he was a dickhead, which he's not, his music is flawless.
Right.
His music is flawless.
Isn't it insane that this? Well, I don't mean to take the topic off of him, but isn't it insane that Suicide Boys and you met for the first time when we were doing their interview?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I still can't.
Yeah, I'm
believe
so
that, really.
proud of them, bro. They're doing great, bro.
Yeah,
they're
that's-
doing absolutely killing it.
Yeah, and it was crazy
super proud
because
of
when
them.
we talked to them, that you were even. I think you said you're like they're going to be bigger than me.
Yeah.
And I mean they are big as fuck. Like
It
they
happened.
crazy. You would consider them bigger than you now?
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys go on tour
I just
together.
I just go by numbers, bro. They got great shows. They got all their songs are getting love, and that they deserve it, bro. They're great artists, bro. They're great. They're amazing.
Hell yeah.
They're my favorite rappers.
Really, but that's
Yeah.
that's what's dope though
Now-
is that you lived that, like you put them on because you felt that way, and they said
I didn't put them on. I just did a mixtape with them, and one of the songs blew up, and then the rest of the songs blew up,
Right.
and then everybody saw the rest of their music.
Right.
But it was gonna happen. It was inevitable that they would pop off because their music is flawless.
and you don't have like a business relationship with them. You didn't like sign them or anything.
Absolutely not,
Right.
bro. Those are my friends. I don't give a fuck about anything else.
Yeah.
Money, I can't afford them to come on this Underground Underdog tour because they popped off so much, and that's
Right.
great. That's what I wanted. That's what you want for your friends.
That's
you
a
want
crazy
your friends
situation,
to fuck
yeah.
shit up.
That you guys both are fucking on their own level, so the fact it doesn't even make sense for you to tour together.
We can't tour together. We can't tour together anymore because we can't afford each other.
Right. That's
Because
crazy.
unless we do 4,000, 5,000 cap venues, but we gotta wait a few more projects till we're at that level yet.
Right.
Because it's all like the logistics of the touring is ridiculous. Fans
Right.
don't understand, you know. Like I'm like, who you guys want to see me tour with? And they're like, oh, bring people that are so out of the ballpark, like bring Young Thug,
Bring Waka Flocka, yeah.
bring Walker. How the fuck am I gonna headline?
text him.
How am I gonna bring 1,000 kids to a show, right? And then have Young Thug bring 10,000 people, but I gotta,
Right.
it's, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
it's like the way I get these comments all the time, like, you should interview Gucci Mane. I'm like, yeah, I agree. I definitely should interview Gucci
but I
Mane.
had a fucking come in contact with him.
Thank
know?
you
That
for
time will
assuming I
come.
have the connects.
Yeah, that time will come, but it's like, yeah, people, it's just out of the ballpark. But that's the good thing. That's what's been happening with Suicide Boys is that they're just really doing really good. So they're getting their touring money. Actually, my brother's managing them right now. My brother and Mikey.
Right, yeah.
So it's all family stuff,
That is how you guys play it, though. You're just a big-ass group of friends, huh?
Just friends, man. That's all it is, man. Just a bunch of friends that are trying to make money. I'm trying to push Shakewell in the game,
Right.
This is my cosign.
But
Pretty much.
So he's different than Suicide Boys because Suicide Boys, you recognize that they were going to blow up on their own. So you just wanted to help him out, get going a little bit, but he's like kind of.
Well, Shakewell started in the hardcore scene. Actually, he
Right.
was in a band called Betrayal.
I was in a band called
You go ahead,
Betrayal.
tell him.
Oh
Yeah, you go
shit,
ahead.
that's
really?
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, tell him about yourself, bro. Tell him.
Yeah, I was in that band.
Damn.
It
What'd
was
you do?
weird.
Drummer?
It was bass player. It was a cool ass band, but the label was whack.
What label?
What label?
Media Scare.
Oh, Yogi's label that he was bitching about too. Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Damn.
But the
Fuck
band was
labels.
dope as fuck.
But how's the metal scene different than the rap scene from your perspective?
I mean, hardcore is kind of like the underground rap scene, you know?
Right.
It's obviously very different. It's not as serious like the kids that go to the shows,
Yeah.
but it's definitely similar. You know, they still pit,
Yeah.
they stage dive,
Hardcore shows way more violent.
way more violent.
Isn't that weird that they're shutting down all these rap shows and shit? And I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
it's retarded.
if you guys only knew what happens at hardcore
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
Kids get like their faces broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I really like. That's what I really loved about Shakewell is because it reminded me of Audie from Suicide Boys because he was in the hardcore scene as well. He was actually
Yeah,
in a
real
band
crust
called
punk.
Raper
He was a
Vet.
brother.
What was
Cuss
it?
bro, yeah.
Vapor
People don't
Rat.
know. Like as soon as
For
he was
real.
describing his band and shit, I'm thinking, man, you had a butt flap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in Vapor Rats. Was that?
Yeah, I
was
think that's what
that
they
was
call
the name of
Vapor
it.
Rats.
So yeah, so that Shakewell and Audie kind of reminded me of each other, and then I heard Shakewell's music because he did some stuff with Fat Nick, and I just really fucked with it. But I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, okay, well he's good, you know,
Right.
whatever. And then we just became really good friends. You know, he's one of my best friends right now, just like Germ, just like Yogi. You know.
Well, how do you feel about Germ taking his career a little bit more seriously lately? Right?
I'm proud of Germ because he's the laziest person I ever met in my whole entire existence.
Yes.
But Germ is one of the most, you know, nobody has a problem with Germ. You can't have a problem with Germ.
People love him.
He's the most laid back guy. You know, he's smoking a blunt right now.
Right. We just had Noah on the
He
podcast,
skates,
and he was
yeah.
like, "I love Germ. Germ's
Everybody
so
loves
dope."
Germ. You see?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Everybody loves Germ because
Germ looks at him and goes like this.
he just chills, man. Germ's always been a cool dude, bro. He doesn't care about he's not out here like super thirsty
Right.
for fans and
Well,
money.
that's good.
and
That
this
makes
and
him different than every other
Makes
rapper
him
on
different.
earth.
It makes it. People appreciate it. People could appreciate. It's his birthday too.
Real?
Yeah.
birthday, Germ.
Happy birthday.
No, it's not. Okay. Well,
It's always his birthday. It's always his birthday. That's the thing. It's always Germ's birthday.
That's amazing. Where the fuck is Fat Nick right now? As long as we're asking about your
Fat-
whole crew.
Fat Nick's in Miami. He just finished When the Lean Runs Out, so he's
Which
in Miami
is out, but I haven't
celebrating.
heard it yet, so I gotta say
It's
sorry.
flawless. It's
Fat
really
Nick.
good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Very
I'm on
good.
it. Suicide Boys is on it. Chris Travis is on it.
I'm listening on the way home.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So he's just in Miami hanging out.
That's snap.
Dash.
Oh yeah, Dash snapped.
Dash is on When the Lean Runs Out.
Yeah, Dash is cool, man. I met
okay.
him. I met him at Rolling Loud.
I don't
met
think
him
the
at
the lean doesn't run out for Dash. He seems like he's got plenty. He's got a whole basement full of it.
When
yeah.
I went to go see I went to Rolling Loud and Dash comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, bro, can I put something in your car, man?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." I didn't ask him what it was, but I'm sure it had some guns in there, some lean, and some
Oh yeah, Dash showed us
couple
his
of
gun.
felonies in there.
Remember?
Dash did show
But
us
Dash
his
is
gun.
he's a cool guy,
Yep.
man. He's a cool guy.
I like any
So I
rapper
had-
who comes
yeah,
here
I
with
had
a
his
gun.
back. I was like, "Yeah, put your shit in my trunk."
Is
Yeah.
Fat Nick still drinking high tech, or has he switched brands?
You know, I know nothing about lean,
he's not
so
a lean
I'm gonna
wizard.
have the lean master take over that question. 'Cause
Nick
Shake
only
is a
six sips Caraco and Qualipis all day.
Long tradition of shitting on Fat Nick whenever he ain't here.
Is that it?
I feel like whenever he comes up, well, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, just shit on Fat Nick real quick. Talk about it. Call him a simp. Make fun of him for falling in love all the time. It's fun.
You were trying to give him
sipping
shit
quality.
last time he was here. You kept talking about how handsome he was, and you were like, "No, you're not." You were saying that. To
I
him.
said that?
Yeah.
Sometimes people need a reality check. No, he's a good-looking guy.
You be like, man,
For the
I'm
weight,
good.
then he's doing pretty
I
good for
look
himself. Yeah.
yeah. He's,
But you ever worry
he
about
looks
him
great.
because he falls
Do
in
I
love
worry
with the
about
wrong
him?
girls?
I mean, it's happened. It's happened to him. It's happened to me. Not in love, but you know, everybody's messed around with girls that you shouldn't have been messing around with.
Right.
Girls that are just not good.
Right.
You know, it happens. Yeah.
You gotta learn
Especially
the hard
in this
way a lot of
industry.
times.
Yeah, you know, his time will come. My time came. I found the right one.
Yeah.
No one thought it would happen to me.
You got like a little sister that Fat Nick might like?
A little sister? Nah, she ain't got.
She said no.
A big sister. She too old. She too old for him. She's like 30 something.
Fat Nick needs a nice 30-something-year-old though.
Look. Fat Nick's a good guy. If my sisters didn't have boyfriends, he could date them. He's a good
Really?
guy. I trust him.
Well, that's a big
yeah,
mo
he's
right
a good
there.
guy.
Hey, how you get Yin Yang Twins on your album? What the fuck was this process like?
Bruh, I'm happy you asked that because honestly, like, okay, the album dropped. They have no idea they're on the album.
Really?
No idea.
How'd you get in touch with them? What happened?
Because my manager bought one of their verses like fucking 3 years ago, so he owns the rights to a couple of verses. He has like 5 verses. So we're in the studio, and Getter's like, "Yo, you want Yin Yang Twins on the album?" I'm like, "Yin Yang Twins? Like Get Low? Yin Yang Twins? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, sure. And he showed me 5 verses. I'm like, okay, I like this one. He's like, all right, cool, it's yours. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, it's yours. That's all that happened.
Really? And they still have no idea.
Bro, the album dropped. It was literally number 2. Like the day I dropped it, was number 2 right behind Drake. You feel me?
That's
And they have
insane.
no idea. And that
You're making
that's
them
dumb.
relevant
You know,
again.
that's dumb for them. They should have like at least showed some love to it. You know?
See, I was thinking
But it's okay.
maybe the Yin Yang Twins were like, you know,
I have no idea.
we'll do this for cheap or whatever, just because he's a poppin' underground rapper, he's coming up, we'll just do this. But that's cool that they actually had no idea.
Yeah, they had no idea. You know, everyone's like, how was the studio session with Yin Yang Twins? How'd you get Yin Yang Twins? I was like, bro, I never met them. I don't know their names. They don't know me.
It was more just
We
like
don't
a
know
prank.
anything about each other. It was just, it's all industry shit.
Right.
You know.
Sometimes people hit me up and be like, yeah, I got this Chief Keef verse that I've been sitting on for like 6 months that my homie bought or
exactly.
stole off a hard drive. And I'm just like, damn, that's the strangest way for a song to come about.
Yeah, that was
Interesting.
just some industry ass shit. Like, and it worked out because like who doesn't want Yin Yang Twins on their album? You know, fuck it.
Oh,
It's
not
fucking
even-
Yin Yang Twins. It's
Yeah,
legendary.
you gotta do
That's
that.
my least favorite song on the album.
You feel that way? Okay.
Yeah, because bro, that shit is trash, but it's whatever. Yeah.
I like how you just say everything's trash.
My album, I love my album, man. I love it. You know, I was really happy with the work. That Yin Yang Twins song, okay, I wasn't gonna put it on my album, but if I took that song out, it would have been 13 tracks, and 13 is a bad luck number,
Oh,
so I
you
didn't
like
want to
that.
do
Okay.
it. So I'm not superstitious, but I was just like, man, this is my first album. Like, I'm gonna be superstitious with this album because I
Right.
don't want to do 13 tracks because that's a bad luck number.
Yeah.
You know, there's not even 13 floor. Like they always
And
skip the
that-
13th
yeah.
floor in hotels and shit.
I hate that.
Do you follow
Yeah.
like the sales and streams of all that?
Goes 12 to 14.
I don't personally follow it,
First album.
but my manager does.
Yeah, it's doing good though. You're number 2. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was number 2 for a while, and you know, it got knocked down a little bit after a few weeks. But it did great. It did great, man. For my first album, independently, it did absolutely great, and that's all because of my fans. It's all because of my fans. Hey, I did better than Troy Ave. That's all that matters. Yeah. As long as you sell more than Troy Ave.
And you're not in jail right now.
More than
Troy Ave.
4,000 a week or first week, whatever.
Yeah, it went well, man, and it was all to my fans because I gave them the choice. I was like, yo, if y'all want to buy it, I would really appreciate it. If you don't buy it, just learn the words and come to the shows, and yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's all good.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm not that type of person, bro.
You still mad as fuck at Hollywood? You trying to get out of Hollywood or what?
Yeah, I still live in Hollywood with my girl. We're trying to move to Van Nuys because Hollywood is too packed, bro, and especially for an anxious person like me, it's
Yeah.
just too packed.
Yeah.
I gotta get the fuck out
You
of
could be
here.
a valley boy with like a yard in the
Yeah,
back
I'm
and
gonna
shit,
be a
right?
little valley boy, you know, valley, just like in my boxers outside,
Yeah.
smoking cigarettes.
You smoke cigarettes now?
Nah, but I'm gonna be a valley boy. and
You're gonna
smoke
have
some
to. You're
cigarettes,
gonna fall in line, yeah. Or just get a vape kit. That's what everybody's got these days, right?
Yeah, just get the vape life.
You want vape?
No life.
Vape life or no life?
I'm a super big vapor.
Right. We all are.
Some baby juice, some vape juice.
Super vape.
Oh, Pouya signature vape juice coming
Oh,
out soon.
yeah.
That's definitely a reality I'm seeing, yeah.
Yeah.
It might happen.
Noah's over here blowing clouds right now.
They made flavors.
No.
What's a day on a day you and your girl, you wake up in the morning and you're just gonna chill, it's a relaxed day, you don't have any work to do. What's the schedule? What are you guys doing?
Well, we wake up, you know, we usually go across the street. Bro, I live like some stupid hipster LA life, but it's pretty dope. I turn into a hipster.
Same, bro.
I wake up, I take a shower, or skip the shower, probably skip the shower. Go on to a little hipster coffee shop, get some stupid ass food. Then when I'm done eating, I don't know. We watch some TV, have sex.
How many times a day you have sex on average when you're around each other?
Probably about twice, 2 to 3 times, probably. Yeah.
But how much rope are you actually producing in like ounces or grams or whatever it was?
Lots of rope.
You don't weigh it?
No,
So you
lots
got
of
to
rope.
do that. You got to start weighing your rope.
Super thick, tight rope. Yeah.
She'll love you. Like girls want a guy who keeps track of their rope.
Yeah. If you don't have enough, if your rope isn't long enough,
Right.
and you don't got enough rope,
What the hell are y'all talking about?
then
Rope is cum, just so you know.
yeah, if you don't have
Actually,
enough
cum
of
is
it,
rope.
you know, sometimes yo,
Actual rope.
I didn't know this till I had a girlfriend, but you know like. If you fuck a lot, your cum starts getting real weird. Starts getting like clear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thins
you know.
out.
I didn't know that because I
You didn't
wasn't.
figure that out in the streets.
No, I didn't figure that out
You weren't
because
fucking
every time
groupies enough.
no,
That's
because
good.
every time I did something, you know, my cum was white.
Right.
But if I have sex 3 times, you know, with my girlfriend or something, like it'll start being kind of clear.
And you
I
can
don't
tell
like
me
it.
you can tell me if I'm wrong about this, but if you don't come for a while, your cum gets chunky.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
That's weird.
That's true.
And if you don't, if the good thing about having sex a lot in one day is that by the third time around, you'll last longer.
Oh,
You feel me?
totally. Yeah, I'm the man. I'm Peter North by the third round. Yeah.
But like if you haven't had sex in a while, you feel me? And then
Yeah.
like if I went on vacation, I come back after a week, and I have some intercourse with my girl, you feel me? I'm gonna come really fast. You feel
yeah.
me?
You go on
Sucks.
tour, you come back,
Yeah,
boom.
yeah,
You're like,
super quick,
"Pow."
like, yeah.
You got to warn beforehand.
Hey,
This
yeah.
nut's gonna suck.
Yeah.
If you fuck 10 times in one day, the 10th time confetti comes out.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a rule.
That's fine.
What'd you do with my lighter?
So it actually works out, and it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you fuck a lot in a day, by the third, fourth time that you're having sex with your girl or your bitch for the time or
Right.
whatever, you know, whatever girl you're with,
I have a theory.
you'll
I think,
last.
I think when the cum gets chunky, it's because there's like already like parts of a baby in there. It's already started.
All right,
to
that's no
form.
jumper. Thank you, guys.
No, okay, can I ask you a personal question about your relationship? Is what kind of birth control you guys use?
I use pull out pills.
Oh, so she's not on the
They
birth
say that works awesome.
Yeah, I heard that works
Yeah.
great. No, but I've been doing it like a significant part of my life, and it seems like it works.
How many abortions, Adam?
Only one, but I was mad young. I was too drunk to pull out.
Yeah, we did the birth control stuff, but we didn't like it.
Why? Because she gained 4 pounds?
Exactly.
Really? Girl says with every
Adam always knows.
As we're having this conversation, she starts twirling her hair into pigtails. She's like trying to like defend her womanhood over here.
It made me break out.
It made
Yeah,
it break out. Oh,
girls, it makes girls break out. You know,
Right.
some girls don't like it, and it's not my choice.
It floods their body with hormones. Like
Yeah,
imagine
it's very
having extra estrogen and
We
testosterone in you.
yeah, we
Sounds
agreed.
great, yeah.
Me and my girlfriend had a verbal agreement that if I ever fucked up, we would kill the baby. So that's all
Right.
good. Yeah, so it's
With
all
a
good.
gun. You wait
Yeah.
till it's born, then you shoot it in the head.
No, not that way. Before it got real big and like had feelings,
Okay, 2 words.
which I'm not into. Let me get. I'm not into abortion. I've never had an abortion.
See, I am into
You
it.
see, I always pull out, and I'm always professional. But mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mistakes
You
happen.
wait 9 months till it's born, you shoot it in the head. It's
Mistakes
over. Yeah.
mistakes happen. But luckily, knock on wood, that mistake hasn't happened
No,
yet.
man, we'll adopt the kid, raise the no jumper baby. Pouya
Cage.
Jr.
You know how you have like the no jumper cat, just have a no jumper baby on the table, just chilling.
Actually,
that
Pouya
kid's
made
gonna
this
be-
for us, like petting it and
Yeah.
shit.
I
He's gonna be a
think
dope
I think
rapper.
abortion, like if it was a mistake and you got a girl pregnant, it's the woman's choice if she wants to get rid of it. You know, because sometimes you might not be in a position. It's selfish to have a baby and not afford. You can't afford diapers for it.
Yeah, it's more fucked up not
You know?
to have it.
Pouya's like low key a feminist.
I
he's
am a
very
feminist.
woke.
I am
Yeah,
a
yeah,
feminist.
He's got the feminist
absolutely-
anthem.
I am.
Don't be a hoe.
I am a feminist. I am a feminist. I'm completely a feminist. You know.
Vegan feminist.
What's that mean to you?
Okay, I have a belief that I only treat women the way they allow me to treat them. You know, like if they want to be treated like groupies, then they'll be treated like groupies. If they want to be treated with respect, then we will respect them. Like, yeah, it's a woman's choice to do whatever the fuck she want to do.
I mean, if
It
you
ain't
try to
mine.
treat Michelle Obama like a groupie, it's just not going to work.
Yeah, you go to Michelle Obama, right?
Right.
You see that's
She's the definition of a woman,
That's funny,
yeah.
but it actually makes sense
Okay.
because
We all
you go
respect her.
you go to Michelle Obama and you're like, yo, Michelle, what that mouth do?
Then you get some sloppy top. That's what Germ would say.
Yo, Miss Obama, what that mouth do? You feel me? She gonna slap the fuck out of you and send you to jail. But you know, you go some drunk ass groupie that's already been twerking on your dick all night. You're like, yo, what that mouth do, bitch? You know, she's gonna show you, like, you know. But if she's like, you know, that's just how it is. Like, I am a feminist, bro. I respect women, bro. Like, I respect women.
Do you think that your views on women are changing a little bit since you've been in this relationship?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, shit, people change, and like, I believe in change, bro. Like, people, like when fans tell you, like, yo, your music changed. Of course it changed, because I'm 365 days older than I was.
And you're still so
You
young
know?
that you're changing rapidly. You know,
Yeah,
like
you change every day. You know.
a year from now, I'm
Yeah.
not going to be that different. I'm going to be pretty much the same.
Yeah,
piece
you
of
might be
shit.
you might be the same guy. You know, I might
I'm
be
old, yeah.
I might be the same person I am a year from now, or I might be completely different. It don't matter. But whatever music I make is the music I wanted to make at that time, and that's how I was feeling at that exact moment in time. And that's why I fuck with my fans, because they're growing with me.
Mm-hmm.
they see a change and they appreciate it.
Because you're somebody who's like super in touch with what's going on social media and stuff. Like I know you see every tweet and you're searching.
Yeah, I
that
see
shit
every
all the
tweet.
time,
I
yeah.
see all the people talking shit. I see all the people showing love. And
Who's talking shit?
everybody talks shit.
But like about what? What can they comment?
Well, Pouya's a misogynistic fuck. You know, his music sucks.
Did those
shit
accusations
like
get
that.
bad after the Vice thing?
Yeah.
That's when it really heated up.
Yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to do this interview, because I wanted to, say that I apologize for what I said on there.
Right.
It is what it is. And if you know me, you know me. And you
Right.
know I'm a good guy,
See,
yeah.
I don't know what you said to her, but it's weird because a lot of guys could get pinned as being misogynistic for saying like, "Oh, you're a bitch, you're a cunt, whatever." You might just be mad at that particular girl, and those are the words you have at your disposal
exactly,
in your brain, right?
Exactly. And I'm upset with Vice because I said a lot of things. I had a 30-minute. They asked me about my influence on my fans, and I told them about fans that have written suicide notes and not killed themselves because of my music. And I talked to them about that, and they decided to use the 10, 15 minutes of me having an altercation with a porn star.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the porn
Yeah,
stars.
she's a porn star, so she is a whore. You feel me? And I called her a whore, and we just had an altercation, But she told me prior, before the cameras turned on, like, I like being called a whore.
Interesting.
So I was like, "You like being called a whore, right?" And she kind of flipped the switch on me, and I feel like Vice talked to her and planned that on me.
Really?
Like I feel like they set me up, and then they had a voiceover. Talking shit about me, saying I'm misogynistic, and that I built my whole fan base off of my misogynistic views.
Really?
That's exactly what they said. That I built my whole fan base on degrading women, and everything was all set up by Vice, and it was all planned out by Vice, because they called us and said, "We're coming to your studio, and you just do what you do."
Right.
But when they got there, they're like, this is kind of boring. Let's make it more interesting. So they told Krez to invite some porn stars over. So it was all fake.
Right.
Everything was fake. I don't go to the studio and there's porn stars there.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like.
We don't go to no. There's no
cool.
girls.
Living at the studio.
I bring my. This was before I had a girlfriend. Obviously, you feel me. I would never hang out
Right.
with no porn stars right now. But this was before, and this was so long ago. I don't go to the studio and have. When do we have porn stars at the studio, bruh? Like,
Shout out to all the porn stars. I
You
was
know
gonna
what
say
I'm
I
saying?
love you all, every
it
single
was
one
all
of you.
fake. They told us bring porn stars, bring guns, bring this and that, bring all your friends, bring your drugs.
Bring
Bro,
guns.
there was like 15 people there, and I'm an anxious person. I don't let anybody come to my studio session
Right.
unless you're doing a song with me. I don't
Right.
like having 15 people in the studio smoking weed. I like being alone with Germ or Shake if
Yeah,
we're
you
doing
don't
a
seem
song
like
together.
the type of guy who wants to have a party while you're
No,
recording. you know?
No, everything was fake, and yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to do this interview. That's why I'm being very serious this time around, because the first time around it was very funny. We had a lot of
Yeah.
jokes and shit.
It was
like-
funny, but that's what
yeah.
sucks is you joke around on camera and nobody can take the fucking joke.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So the first no jumper I did with Fat Nick, it was all comedic, and I told myself coming in here that I'm gonna be very serious and like really let everything out that I wanted to say.
Get you a man who can do both.
I just watched that interview yesterday with you, and you came off like you had a very strong moral compass, a very strong idea of like what you want to do, what's right, what's wrong. You said the exact same thing you said last year that you said here, like you'll treat a girl how she wants to be treated.
Yeah.
Fat Nick was joking, Fat Nick was doing his thing, but I don't think you came off as like joking. Like you seem like the same guy you were last year. I'm just letting you know that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I definitely am. Like I have almost the same views, but things change. But I'm saying the first no jumper, I just wanted to talk shit and
Yeah.
have fun and
Yeah,
just
there were
crack,
some
make,
sex stories and stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to make the fans laugh, because actually before I wanted to be a rapper, I wanted to be a comedian.
Really?
I always enjoyed making people laugh. Like that's always been one of my things. I just like making people laugh. It's like it's fun.
I don't think anybody got as buck with the sex stories after you and Fat Nick until Germ and Don Krez.
Don Krez.
I'm pretty sure that they
Yeah.
were the next ones who went that hard. Like,
Yeah, we have sex stories that will never end, because we've been through a lot.
right.
But you can listen to the first interview for that.
Tell
This
me
is-
about Don
this is a different
Krez.
one.
What do we need to know about him?
Yeah, Don Krez.
Don Krez.
El Presidente.
How is he? He's an EDM DJ too.
Okay. He was the Buffett Boys DJ, and now he's doing his own thing. You know, he's doing his EDM shit. He's making mixtapes and albums and all types of shit.
Does he book you? Is he your agent, or do you have an agent?
No, I have an agent. It's called Circle Talent Agency. It's just
they're huge.
Just some booking agent shit. They just book me tours, and I just got to pull up and make.
He books his own tours and shit at this
No,
point.
you gotta
right?
have an agent
Yeah.
to make sure the money's there. I mean, pretty much.
Yeah. Don Crez, what can I say about Don Crez? He likes to get fucked up. He likes to have unprotected sex with everybody.
With everybody.
Yeah. He likes to fuck everybody.
Yeah, fuck anything.
He'll fuck anything that walks and has a vagina.
Anything.
Four-bag mob.
Hey, we need guys like that out
he's
there.
a good
you know?
guy. Yeah, Crez is a good guy, man.
Yeah.
What about Shake? The sex stories with Shake.
Ooh.
I don't really know many sex stories with Shake because I haven't been on tour with him. I've done a couple of shows with him, but I haven't been on tour with him.
Right.
Because this is the thing about rappers, bro. Like, your tour life is nothing compared to your real life.
What do you mean by that? Oh,
On tour, you're doing a bunch of savage shit.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
real life, after this interview, we're gonna go back to the studio and like be very calm and make music.
right.
We're not gonna be running around doing stupid shit. But on tour, you know, stupid shit goes down.
But when you're on tour, you don't get fucked up, and apparently you don't put your dick in anything anymore. So is tour kind of boring for you now?
It's fun because I'm getting rich, bro.
Right.
Yeah, because let's get this straight, bro. Because a lot of people don't like to say this. Like a lot of rappers say, you know, almost every rapper started to become successful and rich. You
Right.
know, that's why I started. I was like, bro, I'm broke.
Yeah.
I had a job, I quit it, and I was like, bro, I'm poor.
job, kid.
I was poor.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck this. I was living with Fat Nick on his with his mom.
Right.
In his room, me and Fat Nick were both sleeping on the floor on some stupid like mattress, and I was like, yeah, fuck this. I want to get rich.
Yeah. It's
And
crazy.
now I'm like 10% rich,
You're
so
getting
I'm gonna
there.
keep getting more rich. You know.
That's what's crazy for me is like a lot of different people I interviewed on this show, like the initial wave of interviews I did. A lot of people talking about sleeping on couches and shit. Scrim sitting there talking about, or not Scrim, but Ruby's talking about having a job, all this shit. Like
Yeah.
A lot of shit changing really fucking fast. Because you guys financially, I know you weren't really doing too much at that time, and all of a sudden you're doing real good for yourself. A lot of different people that we had on here. It's kind of crazy how shit can change in like a year.
Yeah, man. If you stick to it, you know your life could change. Your life could change in a year, bro.
Yeah.
And I've seen it happen, and it's happening to me. And I'm just trying to, keep the flame going because I got a lot of good music that I'm making.
So is that the plan? You're already working on the next project and shit?
All right, so yeah, I brought Shake and Germ to let everybody know that we're working on this mixtape. We don't have the name for it yet, but
When the
No, we
week-
just came up with it.
when
yeah.
the peen runs
Go
out.
ahead, go tell them about it. What can you say about our project, Germ?
It's called the
Nothing,
Monster
right?
Shit.
We don't even know.
The On Some Shit mixtape?
Yeah.
Man, what an honor.
Damn.
Rapper.
How flame is it?
It's pretty flames.
It's fine. I'll body niggas on that shit, though.
Germ's body.
He's
people.
trying.
How do you feel about Germ's like vocal performance on that Suicide Boys tape he did?
It's really good, man.
Yeah, you still hyped on him as a
Dirty Nasty
rapper, or you
Suicide
kind of
is
getting
great.
sick of him? You think you might kick him out the crew, make him go back to Atlanta and sell
You
weed?
gotta drop me.
You're gonna drop you. Ooh.
I think Germ is good, bro. Good for life. I think Germ is straight.
I think
Germ
Germ
is gonna be good for life.
Germ needs to read like a book on tape. Like imagine Germ narrating a book on tape. I would listen to that
He
shit.
got you.
That'd be
money
sick.
right
He
there.
tried you.
How about this? You find like a gay porn magazine, you go flip to the back, call one of the numbers. Hey, what's up? I want to suck your dick.
That's your Germ impression?
Yeah,
don't know.
that's,
That was a good Germ.
You know that's the best thing about Germ is his voice, bro. Everybody loves Germ's voice. He got a great voice. He was blessed with that. You know, that's tight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can picture Germ
Hey,
just
man, you know, Germ, man.
fucking a girl,
You gonna get
choking
drunk.
her out, gun to her head, doing that
Yeah.
weird voice in her ear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
man,
why, but
Germ,
that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, where the bear at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For this mixtape, do you feel like it's pretty equally split with the verses, or is someone taking the lead, or is it each song kind of different, or?
Each song is definitely different. You know,
Big split.
we even got some like singing shit on there that's pretty tight. We just go in the studio and do whatever. Like, there's a song where I got 32 bars on there, and they both got 8 bars.
Oh, okay.
And there's a song where he got like 20 bars, and I got like 4. You know, we don't really got a set format for songs.
Right.
There's songs that have hooks. There's a song that doesn't have a hook. You know, I got Energy 2 on there featuring them. It's like,
Sick. Yeah, because like
All
with
types of shit.
you like the album doesn't really have a specific format. Like you said, like some songs have choruses, some songs are just a minute, 30 seconds. You know.
Yeah, I don't really like having like a set format for an album because like doing like 14 songs with the same type of style is just boring to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear the same style 14 times.
Right. Hey, I have a question. What impact did Getter have on the overall like effect of the album? Like what role did he play, and how did he change the way that you were looking at the songs you were making?
Well, he produced everything, man. So he was producing things that I couldn't even think of in my mind. So when I pulled up to the studio and he showed me these beats, I'm like, all right, I like this one. We're gonna snap on this one. He made a lot of beats that didn't make it. You know, I made a lot of songs that didn't make it to the album. He played a big fucking role. He mixed and mastered and made every beat.
Right.
Oh,
So
shit.
yeah, so the whole album was only done by me and Getter.
Right.
Wow.
That's it.
And it's crazy too because he's huge now, like as an EDM DJ, but
Yeah,
he
he's
still
huge.
like loves what you guys are doing. You know, like he's out there making stupid money that no rappers we know are making basically for a show.
Yeah, that EDM money is no joke, bro.
Yeah.
That EDM money is no fucking joke.
Don Krez is about to get it. You know.
Bruh, EDM money is fucking straight.
Crazy.
Cause they don't give a fuck. Honestly, like Getter got a lot of fans, a lot of people that love Getter and his EDM shit, you know.
Yeah.
But he could do shows all the time because these EDM kids, they just go to shows because they just want to dance, you
Yeah.
know, and do drugs. They don't give a fuck.
And they'll pay $80 for a fucking ticket, $120
Yeah, they don't
for
give
a
a fuck.
ticket. That's crazy.
You go to
Like,
Vegas,
yeah.
you press play,
And it's a lot of
50 racks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you know. But that's great, man. To each his own. That's awesome, bro. Like
Yeah, it
I
just
do
helps
that
the whole
shit.
movement, yeah.
I'd press play if they give me if they give me 50 racks to learn how to DJ and do an EDM shit for Vegas. I'd do it.
Can you guys put a Shake hardcore bonus track on the mixtape?
There is.
That'd be sick. Yeah, for real. Betrayal.
There we go.
Betrayal's
Hey,
coming
I want to
on.
ask you about this because we talked about it when I did Buffett Boys radio with you guys and shit. Is like you feel like there's a lack of like unity in the underground, or what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. There's just a lot of tension in the quote unquote underground, whatever, you know. Everybody just hates each other.
You feel that way?
Yeah, of course. It's a competition, but I don't like to see it that way. I like to see it as like a team effort, you know.
Right. See, I've been around long enough that I see it's like rap scenes usually like live or die based on the amount of collaborations that go down. Like as soon, or even people's careers and shit in general. Like when everybody's working together, like Texas in the early 2000s, or like Atlanta over the past fucking 10 years, whatever. It's like when scenes allow each other to all build fan bases off each other. I feel like that's like it's better overall, you know.
Yeah, man. I feel like everyone should come together. It's just fucked up right now to me, you know. I fuck with everybody, honestly.
Yeah.
I like good music. That's it, you know. Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah. I like making music with people. I would love to make music with everybody.
Why? Are there specific beefs you're talking about?
That's not even beef.
Nah.
It's just like I feel like there's
No beef.
There's a lot of people who are popping in the underground that I would like to see work together more. And he kind of like ended up going on like a tangent when we went on the other thing where he was just like talking about the fact that people just they don't work together enough.
There's no
It's a lot-
beef, man.
yeah.
That's the thing about me. I've never had beef. I've never had rap beef.
Yeah, I
I've been
never
rap-
saw that, so I was
I've been
wondering.
rapping for 4 years. I've never had beef with any rapper. I don't do that
Yeah.
because
What happens though if like one of your boys has beef? Do you have to pick that up for him, or can you just?
none of my boys really have beef like that, honestly.
But you're also
But like, obviously, it's my.
What if your girl has beef?
ooh.
No, she don't got no beef with nobody. She's a sweetheart, bro.
Okay,
She
but
don't
here's
got
a
no
question. Girl walks up and punches her in the face
I'm
while you guys
fucking-
are out at
I'm
lunch.
fucking that bitch up, bro. You feel me? I'm not that much of a feminist. I'm beating the shit out that hoe. You feel me? Like that's
But
my girl, bro.
I feel
That's my
that way
girl
too,
over
like-
every other girl. you know?
Exactly. Like somebody
Yeah.
hits your girl, it's like
I'm fucking you up.
you're throwing a punch. You ain't a girl
Unless
anymore.
you-
You're one of the
unless you a
dudes.
fat
You're gonna get punched. Yeah.
And if she swings on
Unless
you,
you're a fat bitch, then I can't do shit. But I'm gonna
If you
try.
were scared, if you thought you were gonna lose the fight,
I
you
might lose.
walk away.
Yeah. I might get my ass whooped. I'm not a fighter.
Wait,
Yeah.
actually,
You
no.
know what I'm saying?
That's what it was. Don
But
Krez
whatever.
was talking about how you guys had to fight that biker gang.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
think
a
he's
kind
a-
of
Yeah,
off the
you were
record.
I don't really like speaking on that, but
Yeah, okay.
we went through some stuff and
But it's done now. I heard.
yeah, it's done. You know,
Hopefully.
it's done. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to have beef with anybody, but sometimes beef comes our way and we have to assess the damage. We have to assess the situation, and that's life.
It's tough being a rapper.
It is because there's a lot of envious people out there that, for what reason I don't know, man. I'm trying to bring unity to like the industry, and
you
people
know,
hate it.
No, it's a very macho thing. It's like, yo, look how
But it's weird too
I'm a
because it's
man.
like he's not saying I'm the biggest, toughest fucking dude in the world. You know, it's like there's a certain type of rapper that does that, but it's kind of
Which is why I think people don't really come for him because he's not out there trying to be like.
Well, that's the thing, you know. If somebody has beef with me, like when you see me, and we'll talk it out or we'll dump it out or whatever. You feel
like I
me?
remember even with your shirt. I remember Andre always saying that they could go to any hood with Outkast, that they could go anywhere, and nobody was trying to fight him. Nobody was trying to kill him because they didn't present themselves that
Who the
way.
fuck?
You know?
Yeah, bruh. If you try Outkast, bro, you. you a
Well, now
bitch,
they're
bruh.
legends, so it's like you're
That's
gonna
what I'm saying,
you're
yeah.
gonna die if you fuck with Outkast. But
yeah.
even back in the day, it was like they never
Bruh,
presented themselves that
That's
way.
where I was. I went to the hood. I went to the hood with Denzel Curry, Young Simi, Space Ghost Perp. I was in the hood with them, deep in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and me and Fat Nick.
Is it funny to look back on those videos of you and fucking the Fat Nick and Pouya show? Because I've
Yeah.
seen them since then. I
I-
watched them
yeah.
all. It's so funny.
Those were the times where it was like 30 minutes away from where I lived, and I had to get some change or some dollars to even have gas to make it over there.
Right.
Yeah, I went one time. Me and Fat Nick were on the way to the hood to go film for in Carroll City to go film for Denzel Curry, and I ran out of gas in the middle of the highway. Yeah, and it's just like thinking about that right now, just like kind of inspires me because now I never have no gas problems, bro.
Right.
My tank is always straight.
You came from dog shit. You
Yeah.
came up from nothing. That's crazy.
So it's good, you
Because
know?
it's like you got to find a way to stay in touch with the fact that you used to be nothing. You know, 'cause like even like I walk around all day feeling like fucking great and feeling like I got all these opportunities, but when I take a step back and be like, damn, like I'm getting interviews that I never in a fucking trillion
Yeah.
years could have imagined 6
Yeah.
months ago.
Yeah, you gotta really
know?
you gotta really appreciate what you got and don't take it for granted. I don't take anything for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You can't.
Is your goal to get a bunch of money, like, and retire?
And act like you ain't know nobody.
My goal, get and act like I don't know nobody. Shout out to Riff Raff. He actually sent me a song that me and Fat Nick are supposed to do, but
Whoa.
I didn't do it yet. But Riff Raff's cool, man.
Very
Yeah.
into that. That'd be big for Caucasian
Fuck,
people.
Riff Raff's dope, bro.
Yeah,
Riff
yeah.
Raff is fucking.
Sorry to
tight,
Riff
bro.
Raff that your interview sucked. That was my bad.
It sucked.
Yeah, because my boy rolled
I
a
didn't watch
huge
it.
blunt and he got kind of a little too high right beforehand.
Oh, so he didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, and also I had two co-hosts with me who maybe were not on the wavelength that he would have. I think if it was just me and him, it might have worked better, but it was a little too hectic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did he comment something about it? Did he not like it?
He just got weird on camera. I feel like he's probably kind of got like he's anxious. He's kind of like almost like you, like
Yeah.
mad people around. He was sort of
Yeah,
gets
to be
weird,
honest,
yeah.
bro, this whole interview I've been having like a panic attack.
Really?
Let me tell you
Yeah.
something.
You're holding
You've-
together
You've been
nicely.
doing really good.
Yeah, I'm
on
very
the outside,
anxious.
you're crushing it.
Yeah, you know what the thing about anxiety is? Like, I hate to always talk about anxiety, like bring it back to it, but
Talk about it.
I like talking about it at the same time because there's a lot of kids, bro, that really have this problem, bro. A lot, bro. A lot.
But I
man.
like
I'm
that
telling
you're talking about it, but you're not saying like, oh, so that's why I pop mad Zans. Because
Yeah,
kids,
no.
that's not a good idea.
Yo, my anxiety, if I'm around somebody with anxiety, I get less anxiety. I don't know how
Yeah.
that works out. But if I
Well,
know you're
yeah, that's
having
good.
it, then it takes mine down.
It's like a paradox. Yeah.
I be
It's-
like, man, he off, but I be like, cool, man.
Yeah.
It's like your friends don't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
believe you.
Germ see me
I be
in
like-
very bad
Like, all right,
situations.
he's like, I can tell.
Yeah, because my boys know, bro. Like, I'll be on tour, bro. Before every show, I take a shit. Like, sometimes I can't eat, bro. Like,
Because you
like-
feel like you're not going to be able to swallow food, right?
yeah, I feel like I can't. That's why before I came here, I had to bring water because if I don't got no water, my throat will get dry because I start getting anxious.
Yeah.
Right now, my palms are sweating.
You ever think? Well, me too. But do you ever think of how strange it is that you got into a career like being a rapper, where you have to go on stage in front of 1,000 people when you're also a person who's kind of anxious?
Yeah, it's ironic because I get anxious in front of a bunch of people, and I got to perform in front of 30,000 people sometimes
Right.
at festivals. But honestly, when I'm on stage, I'm straight.
Once you get out there, it
Yeah,
goes
me,
away,
me,
right?
and me and Scrim from Suicide Boys share the same thing because he's an anxious person like me too, and we were talking about it when we get on stage, bro. Everything is just like all your demons are just out, bro. Like you're good.
Right.
As soon as you get off stage, though, you're back to reality.
Yeah.
Being on stage is like it's like not even real.
It's
Yo,
an escape.
Yeah.
Do you exercise?
I skateboard. Yeah.
Do you feel better after? Like no anxiety when you're skating?
Well, sometimes, but the thing about this is like it can make you more anxious because like your heart starts beating fast, you start sweating, you start
thinking about it.
you start thinking about it more,
Right.
And then you start getting more anxious when you stop skating or something like that. You start like freaking out.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I'm like a big believer though that if you're anxious, if you're stressed out, if you're depressed, that like exercise is probably the best thing you can do. Like just get your heart rate up for an hour.
Exactly.
It has a huge effect
Yeah.
on your body.
I do agree on that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that can't do it because if you have like panic disorder, for example, because that's what I have.
Right.
You've had panic attacks before, and when you had that panic attack, your heart was beating really fast, and you were sweating, and you were doing all this shit was happening to your body that you didn't understand. So when you go exercise, your body remembers that feeling, and then it could trigger another panic attack. So that's why people with panic disorder stay in their house because they try to avoid any situation that that will remind their body of a panic attack,
Right.
and that's what panic disorder is, you know, and that's why I've been going to like classes and shit, trying to like cope with it and like get better. And that's what I want, like my fans that have anxiety to do. Like I want them to try to fight it,
Right.
Because it's debilitating.
Right.
It really is.
And it's weird too because it's hard for people to understand who don't have it, or like I've been there too, like where
Yeah.
certain periods in my life where I felt like I couldn't get out of fucking bed in the
Exactly.
morning, you couldn't face the day, and
Yeah.
it's dark. It's like a lot of kids feel like they don't have anything. Like if you looked at rap music 10 years ago, nobody talked about that. Nobody talked about like
Yeah.
depression or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a little
exactly.
bit here and there, but not really.
So, yeah, if my music can or my interviews could help at least one kid go like fight that shit and get better, then yeah, that's dope, man. That's what I really want.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, also I just want to let you know that we tricked you because you said you only want to do a half hour and it's already an hour.
Yeah, you see that's anxiety. That's anxiety for you. Before I got here, I was like, man, if I do more than 30 minutes, I'm gonna start freaking out.
Right.
Cause like I just get anxious like when I'm just sitting down. But now that I've been talking for a while, I kind of cool down a little bit. Yeah.
What else do we need to cover before we wrap this up and you go back in the studio to create more hits?
More hits, man.
Who's doing the beats for this mixtape, or is it?
Shivali,
Shivali.
his producer name is Shivali, and Diego from Volumes is mixing and mastering the whole thing. Really good guys, bro.
Yeah.
Shivali's a great producer. He's like at Getter's level. He's really tight.
Really?
Really good.
You're
Yeah.
really gonna call it when the vape juice runs out?
Yeah. When the
When the vape juice runs out, too.
Yeah, two, part 2. Because we already did part 1, but we're dropping part 2 first and then part 1, like
Oh
Star
my
Wars.
God.
Yeah.
When the
Really?
rope runs out.
2,
Yeah.
1, then 4.
No, when
It's
the
like Star Wars.
when the rope runs out and your cum gets all runny, that's when.
Yo, I love the video. When you guys walked into that gas station and just did the video just like off top like that, what is the gas station attendant's reaction?
I told him before
He's the
we started the
homie.
video
Ah,
because
okay.
he's the homie. Like I was like, yo, I'm gonna film a video. Is that cool? He's like, yeah. And we were just at the studio. I was like, yo, let's just do one take.
He told us we couldn't buy shit, though.
It took us 4 minutes to make that video.
Yo,
It was one take.
I was looking
Amazing.
at all your choices. Salt and vinegar chips are amazing.
If you
Yeah.
can name all the choices, you get a
Yeah,
free
we were.
shirt.
Yeah, if you can name every choice, everything
Every single
we
thing you
got.
picked up.
Hey,
Yeah, you get a
guys,
free
in the
shirt.
comments, you hear that? First person to name all the choices will send
From
you
the Scrubs video.
a no jumper
Hey,
shirt.
I have another question. Do you have any iCarly memories?
Um,
Because our man Noah's in the
goddamn
building.
Gibby.
Yeah, I
is
know
in
you're
the
a
fucking
fan.
Come on
building.
camera. Come on
Because
camera.
he loves Pouya, and then when Pouya rolls up, he goes, "Yo, is he really here?" I'm like,
Yo,
"Yeah."
legit.
Son.
All right, so look, now that the cat's out the bag, when I got here, I
Trey,
told
you wanna
Adam,
trade
I was
with
like,
Noah for a second.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
so you
trade
can
with
get
him.
on mic. No offense.
everyone, Noah, the homie, just met him.
Go watch his interview.
Yes,
it just came out. Yeah.
just met.
Get a little.
All
closer to the
right,
mic.
so okay, so when I got here, I'm a respectful person, so I told Adam, I was like, yo, would he get pissed if I called him Gibby? You know what I'm saying?
No,
I
dude.
said
Okay.
Noah's
No,
better.
no way, man. Not like that stuff is like maybe when I was like a kid, but now I've just brushed it off. It's like,
Yeah.
and I don't take it as an insult even now. It's just a term of endearment. Like it's what people remember me as. So
Yeah,
dude.
I was an iCarly fan, bro. Yeah, I was a big iCarly fan. I still watch reruns of that shit.
Was that the inspiration for the Fat Nick and Pouya show?
Absolutely, bro.
There you go. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, that was
Hell yeah.
like all that, bro. I watched Nickelodeon like since I was born, bro. Like that's my shit. I would be a Nickelodeon star, bro.
If you
'Cause
could.
Shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
you still
there's still
getting
time.
checks from that? You
Yeah.
still getting royalties?
Actually, no. We
Oh,
talked about
really?
that. Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
like They they don't they don't syndicate, so it doesn't go to other networks. What you get is what you get on that shit. So, I mean, now it's just an experience. You know, it was a good.
He's only got $12 million.
Can I?
Not even close.
Ask him
Not
some
even
shit? 'Cause
close.
I'm interested.
Let's go.
All right, so check it out.
Yo,
Okay, because I got a few questions now, bro.
Let's go.
All right, okay. First of all, the dick on iCarly. We all know about this. What's up with that?
the door.
I think it was just a prop design crew member who was like, "Yo, I'm gonna put a dick on this door."
Okay.
He was like, "Yo, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna put this on the door because nobody's gonna notice as
Should
kids."
I'm gonna Google
But-
iCarly dick.
Yeah, do it right now. It's on it's A equals D
It's-
on
yeah,
the door.
on the thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
right across.
Because I always thought it was like a subliminal message. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I have no clue about that, but like it was brought up to me many times in my adult life, and like I think it was a prop guy who just put it there to be a fucking joker.
So
which is great.
So what got you into like? How'd you get?
80,000 views on this
Is
video
your
of the dick.
are your family actors? Were they kid actors? Like how'd you get into it?
Like not at all. Like 0 percent of my family is acting.
Okay.
Like my great grandfather was in some shit, but like my family, they're not. Like my parents were not into it at all. My dad's like a football coach and shit, so it was like totally weird for me to get into it.
Shout out to that dick.
Did you have to audition for this show?
Yeah. I auditioned as just like Get for Gibby, and I auditioned for Neville actually originally, which is the weird evil kid on the show, which does not fit at all now. But he, I auditioned for it, and it was supposed to be a one-time thing. So yeah, but I just kept coming.
But
back.
you ended up being like a main character in the show.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
weird. They just kept putting me in shit, and then it kept bringing me back, and it was just turned into this.
How has this show affected your life, bro? I hate to like. I feel like a goddamn interview, but I just
I don't think he minds being interviewed by one of his
That's the thing, I
favorite
didn't-
rappers.
Not at all, dude.
but
Not at all. Seriously, this is tight.
But I didn't want to have like,
fanned out.
bro. I'm
dope.
a fan, bro. Like,
And that's rare because
But
there's
I-
probably not that many rappers you would fan out on.
yeah,
but-
bro. Because like,
Like,
I didn't want
Chief
to. I didn't want to
Keef,
come.
that's real
Bro,
tight.
I didn't want to come on No Jumper with 1,000 iCarly questions, bro. But I got 2,000 iCarly questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause bro, it's a good show, bro. Like,
Thank you, man.
You know,
Appreciate that.
it's a kid show. You know what I'm
But
saying? But
he's
it's
gonna
still
send you some
I can
beats.
still watch
He's
it,
gonna
bro.
send you some
I'm
beats.
down,
You
bro.
might have to check him
yeah,
out.
I'll send
I'm
you some
down.
shit. He's got some
He got
fire.
1 million followers, bro. He's famous.
Yeah, but he's got beats up for real. He's on the music shit now. I'm just saying.
So, how do you feel when people call you Gibby in real life, bro?
Well, like again, when I was like a kid and still processing it, it was cool for a little bit. Then it got annoying, and I would always get like a little bit like, oh, why they don't call me Noah? Fuck that. Like I'm
Yeah.
Noah. But
Yeah.
then I just blew it off. Like as I got older, I got over it. So it was like I don't need to like be. Who cares? You know, like that's
Yeah.
what they remember me as. It was dope. It was a dope
Yeah.
thing. I'm Noah now. Like I'm involving in that. Like, so it's a term of endearment. I think now.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of actors that started producing, getting in the rap game too. What's his name? Corey in the House. I forget his
Oh
name.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a producer.
Do you know him?
That's
He's a
tight.
rapper.
We crossed paths a few times, but we're not like homies. That's dope though.
So what famous people did you like meet that was crazy, like on these sets?
Oh shit. Well, I was pretty close with Ariana Grande for like a bit there,
Nice.
like during that year, during those years.
When she was in that like, but her fame has it's
Crazy.
a whole
It's
different
blown-
level.
It's a whole different
than
level.
what
it's
it
a whole
was.
different level where we're not in contact anymore.
Yeah, it was-
that's how
yeah,
crazy it is. Like,
you
we
can't-
Change that number.
How the fuck are you gonna come in contact with like she's one of the most famous people on the face of the earth? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, for sure. It
Yeah.
must be crazy for her. Like
Yeah.
that. Like I knew her back when she was just on Nickelodeon. That was her thing. So to see her skyrocket is crazy, and I'm super fucking happy. That's dope
Yeah.
for her, man. Yeah.
So what happens if you go to Walmart right now?
Well, right now, like nowadays, it's not as bad because I got the beard. I look a little bit older, but there are people who like will recognize me, and then they'll freak.
Like a super fan.
Yeah, like a super
Because
fan
you see,
still knows this shit.
you will get recognized 1,000 times more than I get recognized. I don't get recognized,
You
which
don't
is
feel
great.
like it?
Yo, but right
No, not really.
in the right setting.
I did across the street though.
Really?
By 4 guys, but yeah, not really.
It's
yo.
weird too because if I go to one of your shows, I feel like I'm fucking John Travolta.
Oh,
like,
you're- of course, because-
it's like because of that one interview. Yeah.
John.
No, it's
Travolta.
because people know you because you're
gay
you're in the rap,
Scientologist.
you're in the rap industry.
Right, but 99% of the time is I don't get recognized by anybody. But then I go to like a certain show, or if I go to like a certain
But
store. or
Pouya,
something,
when you're
it
at like
pops
when
up.
you're at like Rolling Loud or something, you can't
Yeah, I
walk.
can't. I can't walk.
You can't walk.
If I'm at that a festival that I'm on, I can't walk anywhere.
Yeah.
But I can go to Walmart right now. No one will know who the fuck I am, which is dope because I'm silently getting rich, which is cool because that's like ideal to have money and no fame. That's ideal.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to be famous, bro. Trust me.
Yo, that's why
They
Slipknot are
think they do.
geniuses.
Everybody watching this thinks that they want to be
You
famous.
don't.
for the
You
record.
don't. You don't want to be famous because you just don't, bro. You want your freedom. You want your privacy. You want your life.
You want to be rich and successful, but not like
Yeah.
recognized.
I'd rather be rich than
Yeah.
famous.
Yeah.
Rich than
People
famous.
feel like
Yeah.
when you're in the limelight, when they know you for something, they feel like they're just like instantly best friends with you, and then feel those boundaries are down. So
Yeah,
like,
if you refuse to take a picture with somebody,
oh, it's like I fucking like killed their
lit,
family.
yeah.
Like it's like, oh my god, get out. Like,
Probably
but
same for
Yeah,
you, too.
yeah, bro. I can't. I mean, I feel bad. I won't decline
no, yeah,
a
no,
fan photo. but
I've never
it's
like
just,
been
yeah.
like that, been a dick
Yeah,
about like
no.
saying no to
You can't,
photos.
bro.
You
Right.
don't do that.
But this is the good thing though, because it's like people, my fans will call me famous because
Right.
to them I'm
To them,
famous.
you're it.
But
Yeah.
to fucking John at fucking Jersey Mike's, like I'm just some fucking kid.
Shout out to Jersey Mike's.
which
It's
is
mad
dope.
good,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Because it's cool to see people that like that. It's cool to see people that look down on you, bro. It's cool. When I go to fucking Subway and the guy's like making my sandwich and he don't give a fuck about me.
You're saying
and I'm
you
like, yo,
like-
I'm rich, man. Like, but that's dope because
Double
that
sandwich.
keeps you sane and that keeps you humble.
But I think that's
That keeps me
everybody.
humble.
If you go become a lawyer, then hey, it's tight. Like you're a lawyer, you're making $200,000 a year, but
Yeah.
nobody's ever gonna know who you are. You know,
Exactly.
that's the normal way.
Exactly.
It goes,
That's
you know?
tight. You know how many millionaires there are that are richer than the richest rapper? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly, yeah.
Billionaires out there that nobody fucking knows. Like,
yeah, they wear jeans and a
like
hoodie.
who invented Corona? You know
Bill-
what I'm saying?
John Corona.
Whoever the fuck he's a fucking millionaire or his family's a millionaire if he's dead. You know what I'm saying? And he can walk across the street
Yeah.
and have $1 billion in his bank account. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's dope. That's ideal.
Or like the guy who invented fucking Twitter or whatever. You know, it's like
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
I don't know
some
what the
investor
fuck he
dude.
looks
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't pick him up on a lineup. But at the same time, he could probably go to a coffee shop in Silicon Valley and he's famous as fuck.
Yeah, but the cool thing about that is when you have a product that is more famous than you,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
But in music, it's not cool because if you have a song that's more famous than you, then it's not cool.
Then you're
You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
wait. But hold on.
Hurricane Chris.
If you have a product that's more famous than
Shout out
you,
Hurricane Chris. I fuck with
There's
Hurricane
That's
Chris.
awesome.
there's a possibility that product either dies in popularity, you sell it to somebody else gets it from you somehow.
Yeah.
You know, but when you become kind of a human brand in a sense and you just are worth something as a person, you can kind of parlay that into different things. So there is positives to both sides of it.
Right. It's true.
You know, because like, I don't know, man. Like, it's weird because the guy with the anxiety disorder is coming up in a career where you must have facial recognition to get more money.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
These
exactly.
days in music,
that
for
is
sure.
true. You do need more facial recognition to get more money, and that's you know
It's a paradox.
yeah, because the more quote unquote famous I get, the more money I can get.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
there's a difference between 1,000 kids coming to my show and 10,000 kids coming to my show. The difference is
There's
thousands of dollars.
It's a
you know what
weird
I'm saying?
moment when you realize that like getting more Twitter followers or getting more subscribers or whatever. It's like that's literally like you could draw a straight line between that and your financial situation. Like your
Exactly.
fame, your online fame. Like if you have 100,000 followers versus 200,000 followers, all right, you could sell twice as many T-shirts.
Exactly.
Once the T-shirt
It's actually
comes out,
not the
you know?
follower count. It's the percentage of interaction.
and how much they give a fuck. Yeah.
Because somebody with 10,000 followers, if 8,000 of those followers are interacting, and somebody might have 1 million followers and only 4,000 are interacting.
Yeah.
It's all about interactions,
The
and that's the
engagement.
good thing about the underground is because it's not a huge. We're not super like Bones and Xavier Wolf and Germ. We're not like super famous, but those fans, all of them are like really
Right.
interacting with us. So that's why they come to our shows. That's why we pull as many people at our shows than somebody that has 1 million followers.
Because I could walk out on the street and ask certain people, like, you ever heard of this rapper? And they'd be like, yeah, of course, he's super famous. But then you look at his Instagram,
Yeah.
and he don't get any likes.
Have you been to his show?
Yeah, he
No?
does a show.
I got
Nobody
I got a
goes.
really good example. Flow Rida.
Wow, you might be more familiar than me with Flo Rida's career.
Hella radio hits. Can't sell 5 tickets.
Really?
Literally just money off of publishing,
Yeah.
songwriting, and radio and sales.
Which is
Right.
great. Which is that's why
killing it
it
in a
goes
different
back
way,
to
yeah.
exactly. It goes back to what I said, to each his own, because
Right.
he's making his money doing that, and we're making our money doing shows. I make most of my money doing shows.
Yeah.
And my fans come to my shows because they want to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you're gonna come to our shows because you want to have fun. Like, I love doing shows. It's fun, man. It's really good.
It came out today that Pusha T wrote that fucking McDonald's jingle.
Exactly. You see, that's dope. He's getting money behind the scenes.
Stupid
Nobody
money.
fucking knows.
And nobody knew
Pusha
for
T.
10 years, yeah.
And he's just chilling, like getting that McDonald's money. I want to go back to iCarly questions, bro.
Let's go
Before we
back.
stop.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
okay. Damn, where can I start? You had one? Oh, the dick on the
That
on the
was
door.
it. That
Okay.
was my
Dig on the door.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's put it.
That shit's a
Yo, first of all, I want everybody's a fucking iCarly fan. If you say you're not, you just a liar. You
Or
feel
you're
me?
30 plus like us.
Oh, I got the. It was
Yeah,
it was
true.
Nickelodeon,
I
right?
wouldn't. Yeah, Nickelodeon.
Or
yeah.
was it Nick at Night?
I think it was Nickelodeon. Yeah, Nickelodeon, not Nick at
Because it
Night.
was like
yeah.
the clean version.
Nick
one.
at Night is like Mr.
Nick
Ed.
at Night. Nick at Night got like cursing and shit. Because I used to watch like George Lopez and shit. They say like whore on there. They
Yeah,
say like
Nick-
They'll
not
show dick
not
and
like B
vagina.
words and shit. You know, they won't say bitch, but they'll say like whore, like she's a whore. But
Yeah.
okay, so.
Nick at Night's the more
Did
like-
Nickelodeon give you like a contract where you're not supposed to like bash them or something? Like, how's that go?
I mean, like, when
are
you're
you
on
are
the
you
network.
Like,
I'm
are you
done with
done
it.
with them? Like,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
you could be like, fuck them and.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, you wouldn't say
I would
that. Yeah,
admit
yeah.
That their network is like I don't like their programming now.
Yeah.
It's gone way down since like that era. But like I'm not in contract with them or anything anymore.
Yeah.
That ended years ago.
I feel like, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay, so, damn, so you're younger than me.
Yeah, I'm just,
Okay.
everybody thinks
21.
I'm older and shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
'cause
I
usually,
figured you were like
those
25,
people who play-
26, yeah.
Nah, I'm
He's
20.
young. He's younger.
Well, it
he's
definitely
richer, he's more
matured
famous.
you. It definitely matured you. That being in that type of thing has matured you, right?
It's I mean, because it forces you to grow up from like 10
Yeah.
years old. You have to know what like people are out to get you. This is a business. Like you have to learn that shit quick, or else you're gonna be fucked.
What
So it's
age
like,
did you start?
I started at 10 years old. I
Oh,
Carly started.
You know
at
what he
that
said
age.
that was super interesting is he had Twitter and shit since he was 10, 11 years old, and he saw all these people talking shit to him and stuff. I mean, you know, we get all these people talking shit about us, whatever, but we're fucking adults, basically. He's like a little kid having to read all that shit, and you don't know how to
Because everything
process
that everybody says about you goes straight to your phone, like in this
Yeah.
era. So I was reading comments about what everybody was saying to me from 11 years old on. So it's like, fuck, I'm seeing all the hate, and it's more like it's crazy. It affects you differently.
You're 11 years old. What else do you have to read?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10. He was 10, bro. He started at 10. At 10 years old.
Like, it
So
was
what happened? So that 10 years old, that's what, third grade? Fourth grade?
Yeah, I
Third,
think,
fourth
yeah,
grade?
yeah.
So what? So,
Yeah.
Fifth grade.
so how'd you juggle school?
They send you to a studio teacher, and like you do tutoring on the set while they're filming. So they just get in hours when they can.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, but
Wow.
that's weird too, because you don't have you don't have like high school or shit to experience. It's
yeah,
like
no,
weird.
no.
Wait,
yeah.
what's a hate comment when you're 12 years old?
This kid's a fucking
Yeah.
faggot, man.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like,
Everybody
hey,
gets
look
hate,
at that
bro.
fat ass, take his shirt off and like
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
shake it, like all that shit. You know, like people say that shit to me.
How?
for years.
I mean, here's the thing. Everybody sitting in this table is gonna get hate. You're gonna get a bunch of hate. On the bottom of this YouTube video, people are gonna talk shit about him, talk shit about him, talk
No,
shit about
mostly me.
talk shit about you.
Mostly me.
And that's
get it,
something
I get it.
that's something that we sign up for. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what we sign up
Absolutely,
for.
yeah.
But now it's you just gotta be strong enough to like let it slide.
If
know?
you ain't got no haters, you
Yeah.
ain't popping.
For real, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. Haters is always gonna be a thing. You know, it's just
Trap.
Yeah, but you're not gonna meet them, so just fuck them. It's like just
Yeah.
like it's.
But
no one has ever said anything that I've read on the internet. No one has ever said any of that to my face,
Right.
ever,
That's a good point too.
ever.
You know what's crazy is that when I was 10, I felt fat because there was like 2 kids that would call me fat. He's like 10, like reading the comments, you know, from
like-
whoever.
Yeah,
knows.
I couldn't imagine the.
You got to toughen up sooner or later.
Yeah,
It's
but
just-
at the age of 10, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
you-
I couldn't imagine, like, an average kid in school might get some hate, but, like, when you're in a super popular TV show, you're going to get a lot of hate and you're going to get a lot of love, too. But,
It's
you know,
it's split, man. It's like there's definitely people who show love for that shit, but it's split, and the hate definitely tends to like affect you more than the love does overall, because it's like you're seeing that and you're taking it to heart.
Yeah.
And as a young kid, it just
Think about
change. You think about it, you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, what am I doing like wrong? Like like it affects you. It's weird, and it changes you as a person
Yeah.
for sure.
Hey, you got any
Crazy.
questions for Pouya?
yeah, man.
Anything that comes to mind?
Where did that fucking genius underground underdog come from? Because that was like the best release recently. It was fucking that and Dirt Nasty. I told Germ that were the best.
Bruh, first
That was
off,
fucking amazing.
First off, let me start by saying that I never thought in a million years as a kid watching iCarly that I would be sitting across the table from the guy who played the character Gibby telling me that he likes my music.
That's
Bro,
This is
And
ridiculous.
this is a very genuine because he was talking about it before. He's actually like
I'm
a real
like,
huge
I'm
fan.
stoked to be sitting here with you, bro.
Bruh.
I'm such a fan, man. Bro, this
no
is
jumper.
crazy, bro.
You witness history right
life,
here.
Life works in mysterious
There we go.
ways, bro. Life works in mysterious ways because bro, I never thought in a million years that I would ever even it's like, it's weird how like, it's a small world, bro. It's a small world.
And it's
Weird, man.
good. It's
It's
important for the
It's
kids
weird.
to know that if you fucking have something that you feel like you might have, like, and I never say positive shit, but if you feel like something you have in your life, like something you want to contribute to the world, all you got to do is start doing it and just keep fucking doing it over and over and over until you figure out what you want to do with yourself.
crazy,
Because
Absolutely.
a lot of different people at this table are fucking evidence of that, man. Like, you know, I've been shit on a million times before I actually, like, people look at me now and they're like, oh, you're successful with this podcast. It's like, you don't know how many fucking emails I had to write that I didn't get a response to. Or, you know, they look at you and they're like, oh, he's so popular, whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, you fucking were nobody for
They
way
don't
longer
see
than you
it
were
because
popping. Yeah.
they don't see it
They don't see the work
because they
behind it.
weren't there.
Right.
They didn't know about you
They
yet.
didn't hear all the no's.
They don't know. Yeah, they don't know all the struggles, the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to get to this point.
So if you're a loser right now, just know that we were all losers for a long ass time before we were. And in some cases, like
Keep working.
Roseman's still a loser. No, I'm just kidding. Roseman has a really
But hold
nice
up, I
apartment.
gotta
Actually, I
answer
want
this
to say.
question. I'm
Roseman,
sorry, I fucking
Nice apartment.
Underground Underdog came about because I've considered myself an underground rapper, but I've also considered myself an underdog. Like, people kind of slept on me because there's a lot of rappers out here that are getting so much attention because either they're cocky or they're more out there, or they're more flamboyant. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
Right.
the double XL call out was so funny too.
Yeah.
What,
so,
you called them out?
Did I?
On the
Yeah, I just said
album.
fuck XXL. You know,
Oh, yeah,
they're
yeah.
trash.
Well,
you
that's
know,
easy,
like,
yeah.
they don't put out any real music.
Because
It's
you
all
guys were
industry
talking
shit.
about that last year this time.
XXL is super fake. Somebody came up to me and that worked for XXL, and they wanted to be my booking agent, and they said, "Yo, man, let me be your booking agent. I'm gonna put you on XXL, the freshman list." And I was like, "All right, cool, put me on XXL." And I didn't sign their booking shit, so they never put me on XXL. So that shows that everybody that's on the XXL list, not everybody, but a lot of it, it's just industry shit. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that seems like
favors
a
for
huge
favors. You know.
conflict of interest. Double XL.
But you got to think
Yeah.
with Double XL, it's like they don't get, and shout out to them because I'm sure there's some good people that work there, but they don't really get any attention throughout the year except the freshman 15 thing. That's
Yeah.
the only time that they have a thing that everybody pays attention to.
I don't have any hate on them, you
Yeah.
know? Like, I don't hate on anybody, but I just like
No,
to speak
I
my
hate
tongue.
them.
Yeah, I like to say what's on my mind.
Man, I had such a good relationship with Double
Here,
XL in the
Double
early
XL,
2000s. That was
Double XL.
my magazine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now your
man.
magazine, I got some cover to sell.
There you go.
I never had a subscription to a magazine. You know, it's
Yeah.
bro, it's 2016.
Yeah,
like
it's
it's the new generation. The internet took over the world.
Yeah. 2002, man, I was a Double XL addict. The G Unit era, the Dipset era.
I was fucking young.
that
How
was
old are
14
you?
years ago.
32.
God, you're an old ass man, bro.
No fucking little ass girls. It's
Grandpa.
fucked
Yeah.
up.
You're old as fuck. You
His girlfriend's his girlfriend's actually what 17, works at Arby's.
17.
I'm trying to keep that myth going. But yo, some kid photoshopped this to say old ass N words.
Oh my
And I thought
God.
that was but you know what's funny too is me and Tyler Grosso, who's like mad young, but old ass N words. He photoshopped it. I was like, that's the best thing I ever seen.
Yeah, man, it's funny. Hey, the Photoshop skills out there are ridiculous.
Photoshop me more. I'm trying
Wait,
to
have
be
you
more
seen yourself
meme-worthy.
photoshopped into weird places?
I see myself photoshopped everywhere, like on top of the Eiffel Tower, bro. Like, this shit is crazy.
Oh, they got to do the Drake album cover with Pouya sitting up there. That'd be mad funny.
They did, bro.
Oh, they did.
They did. Of
because it
course-
was you
of course
versus
they
Drake,
did, bro.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Honestly,
I guess,
bro,
yeah.
I feel like Drake saw that shit, bro.
Of course he did. Drake looks at all
That'd
that
be kind of
shit.
dope, bro.
Drake's gonna be out there tomorrow. You hear my energy. You
I-
used to know to me.
Bruh, he'd be like,
I don't want to hear Drake rap like you. That'd be too much.
that'd be fire, bro. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd feel honored, but
Yeah, I don't know if you could pull off your stuff.
yeah,
If Drake's
I
still-
like Drake's music, man. Like, it's weird because like my fans were. I dropped the album and all my fans were like, "Fuck views, fuck Drake," and I was like, "Bro, I'm gonna buy his album." You know what I'm saying? Like, cause
Yeah.
I'm not a hater. Like,
I'm a big Drake fan, but Underground Underdog is better than Views. I mean, that's just a
Views
fact.
has grown on me a little.
I appreciate
But I
that
was looking
opinion.
for something different from Views when I downloaded it. Like I thought it was gonna be aggressive and like motivate me, and
Yeah.
instead it was him crying about his vagina. But I've grown to like it. Like the other day I was sitting there in bed Tindering, and I was just thinking, I'm like, I need something to listen to that's laid back. And I put on Views, and I was like, all right, this is good for this moment in time where I feel lonely.
Yeah, no, he definitely
then I wrote
he got
and I felt
songs
better.
for certain moods, you know, and so do I. You
Yeah.
know, if you want to kill your stepdad, you can listen to my music. Yeah,
You're just continuing a long tradition of white rappers rapping about killing their parents.
yeah,
And that was the real big controversy when Eminem came out because, you know, in the black community, it's very like respect for your family and stuff. And then Eminem is out here. He's like first popular white rapper, really, besides Vanilla Ice, and he's literally killing his mother.
Yeah, you know.
It's a conflict of
Yeah,
interest.
I have a stepdad kind of. He's not really, but my mother has a boyfriend of many years. They just never got married, so he's pretty much my stepdad. But when we first met, I didn't really fuck with him. So I kind of used that. I never wanted to kill the man, but you know, I like.
There's
That's
nothing wrong with killing
where
somebody.
that you know like
Did
the
you
whole
like
concept came
did you
around
like Eminem
for the
at
first
all?
song. Yeah, I love Eminem. Eminem definitely inspires my career. Outkast inspires me the most.
'Cause
Bone
the-
Thugs and Harmony.
The
you know,
way
things
your
like that.
album opens up feels very like Marshall
Eminem-y.
Mathers.
Yeah, I was definitely inspired by the song "Role Model" by Eminem. I was definitely inspired by that song,
Yeah.
and I was inspired by a verse by Andre 3000 called "Mamacita" from the AT Aliens album. I'm sorry, the Quimini album. Yeah, I was inspired by that.
I always like that, though. I always appreciate people incorporating kind of like skits within the music, or just kind of some kind of comedy part of it
Yeah.
a little bit, or some shit that
Yeah,
like, feels
yeah,
like it
yeah,
ties
yeah.
all together.
Skits
Yeah.
have really taken an L in the SoundCloud era. Ain't nobody putting a
Yeah.
SoundCloud skit up.
Yeah, you can't put really a SoundCloud skit
Bro,
because
we were just talking about that.
But I didn't want to do a song. I didn't want to do a whole track as a skit.
Right,
I don't like
right,
that
right.
because
No,
you're
right.
selling an album, right? And
Right.
they got 16 songs, but 3 songs are fucking 25-second
Yeah.
skits.
One
That's
song
some-
is
that's some
ICP
bullshit.
sucking each other's dicks off.
That's some bullshit. You
I
know
don't
what I'm
want to.
saying?
I skipped that track. Eminem.
Yeah,
like
it's
why did you
weird,
put
yeah.
that on the album as a full thing?
Well, that's dope. No, because Eminem though is the skit master. Every skit that he's ever made is absolutely flawless, and I can listen to the skit. I actually used to listen to YouTube compilations of skits from Eminem.
Wow.
Because he has like the best skits. You know, he had those
Hey,
alter
Steve
ego
Berman,
skits. Yeah,
or Ken
exactly.
Kniff, yeah.
yeah, those.
But you know
yeah,
what? Now
super tight.
instead of doing a skit, a dude will go on YouTube and make a little video, or go on Instagram and talk shit for 30 seconds and put it on Instagram. You know, it's like now if you want to do a funny little thing, it's like you have other opportunities.
It's crazy to think about the skits era of rap, though.
How about Cameron? He had a skit on a mixtape where like he was telling a girl like, "Get out of my bed! Like you just took a shit. Get the fuck out of my bed." He's yelling at her like, "I know you just took a shit. Get the fuck out of my bed." I always thought that was the weirdest skit ever. Like Cam, everybody shits.
Yo, Shake, will you guys do a skit on this new mixtape?
No skits.
Come on, one skit for us.
It's gonna be
Track 5
skitless.
is a 5-minute skit.
Will you be
5 minute.
Will you be
No
the
Jumper is bullshit. I hate Adam 22.
No, but will you be the first rappers to do like a No Jumper produced skit in the middle of the album where it's like maybe that's the intro to a song is like I ask you a question and you say, actually, you know what? My name is Pouya and I came to say
No, do not disrespect Pouya, please, man.
Yo,
this is rap style.
featuring Adam from No Jumper.
So Pouya, what do you want to say to the crowd on this new mixtape? Well,
All right.
All right, how much for the feature?
Yeah.
I'll do it for free, pro bono.
Yeah. How much for your feature?
Record
For
and
free?
everything. Yeah.
All right.
Support the
All right.
culture.
All right.
Shout out to
He'll
the
pay
culture.
you to be on your mixtape.
Oh damn, yeah.
All right,
That's how it goes these days.
This is the last thing I want to say before we get up out of here. Shakewell is a great artist.
Listen to Shakewell.
Shake is the next to go.
His
You heard it here
SoundCloud
first.
URL is in the description. And yeah, fuck with Shakewell, fuck with Germ, fuck with Pouya, fuck with Fat Nick,
Gang.
fuck with Getter, gang,
Fuck with Noah.
gang. Fuck with Noah, fuck with Roseman. He's got his
Fuck
new
with Coco,
EDM project
but
dropping
like,
soon.
be respectful.
Be respectful, but fave her pics on Twitter.
Yeah.
You're not alone. Talk to somebody. I love you. We out.
Buffett Boys.
Bro, I really gotta take a piss.
He's really got to take a piss. Hey, this is No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world. Thank you very much to Pouya. This is only the second time ever. I love you. Only the second time ever that we had, or the first time ever that we had a guest on twice. I think that was amazing. What do you think?
That was a great recap.
That was great. Thank you, Pouya. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I was having a panic attack the whole time. I feel much better now. That was great though, man. Yeah, it was great.
Just take a picture against the wall.
Can I take a picture with him too?
Yeah, sure.